Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, fiends and delinquents, welcome to the Mac Show, the #1 pimp podcast in the world. We're going to be going over today how to make serious money on OnlyFans. I'm going to talk about management side of things as well. So if you want to be our OnlyFans manager for girls, how much money I've pulled in this week, all the updates. I do this shit every single day. So if this is your first podcast that you're watching, stick around. You're going to learn some valuable shit. Now, today's episode is sponsored by my mother's beautiful house. We're here. I was going to film out by the pool, but it's fucking hot. It's like 38 degrees here today. It is actually smelting. So it's going to take place in here. I've had the aircon on, so it's nice and cool. Now we're going to go over a numbers breakdown, being Sunday. Okay, how much money did I make for the week? This is the most transparent fucking channel there is. If you watch the other videos through the week, I describe how much has been made profit after what the girls have made. So when I look at, I have two revenue streams, obviously, the course, okay, for OnlyFans, and then on top of that, the models that work for me, the ladies that work for me. This week, when I did my podcast, not yesterday, the day before, I was at about 3K for the week. So since yesterday, and then I still have the rest of today, yesterday I pulled in around 6 course sales. This damn Invisalign giving me a lisp. I pulled in 6 course sales that at $100 each, so 600 minus 200 in ads or 250 in ads. That adds on 350 profit for the day. The girls, after their costs, made me about 300, 400 for the day. So we're looking at around, 750, I think, profit. Which brings us up around, for the end of the week, we finish off, and then we obviously still have today as well. We finish off at around 4,000 profit for the week. Now, 4,000 is nothing, okay? I know ladies that are out there, they're earning, 20, 30,000 from their OnlyFans accounts a week. All my girls will build to that. I've had to go through some vigorous screening process to make sure that I'm choosing the right girls. Haven't even started the SMS text-based marketing yet, any of that. So as that all starts to ramp up, we're going to see some serious numbers. If you don't believe me, I'm the absolute king of e-commerce. I've ran multiple e-commerce businesses successfully. And this transition over into this space has been super fun, and we'll just continue to make a shit ton of money. And like I said, you want to get rich for sure rather than getting rich quick. It's a very cool quote. And this applies for whether you want to be a manager in a job, you want to manage girls, or you want to run your own OnlyFans account. It's better to get rich for sure. Focus on building out the customer satisfaction, get a lot of motherfuckers on, and then focus long term and invest your money as well, of course. Now, we've done the numbers breakdown. I've signed up another girl. All her contracts have been sent. She has to be sent the course today to watch to learn the marketing materials. So that's today's job, is to send her over her course access. And today I will start minor cross promotion. So I basically get photos of all the girls that work for me, start pushing them across my own Instagram, okay? And then I'll add them all to a group chat, or maybe I'll see what I decide for structure, and then I'll get them to cross promote each other. Some of the girls, like I said, have over 300,000 followers. Others there that are going to join up have 200K, so we should get some serious free marketing before ever spending money on ads. What the fuck is that, like flickering? I don't know if you can see, but it must be from the TV, but there's some sort of flickering, but just focus on the big guy. So the goal for scaling, 4,000 a week might seem like a lot to you. It's really nothing. I mean, it's still good, but it's, in terms of numbers, what I can do, it's nothing. So it's pretty simple. We've built out some data. Now I'm going to double the ad spend on the ad for the course. I'm going to double the ad spend on the ad for the email capture that then pushes them to the course. YouTube, I'll leave the same for now. Now, if you want to know how to run YouTube ads properly, okay, go back and look at the podcast I put out called Why You Should Quit Your Job and Start OnlyFans. If you go and look at that video, okay, it monsters all my other videos in views. Why? Because I'm spending $50 a day in YouTube ads to run people there. It cost me yesterday 2 cents per view. So I'm up today around 10,000 views on that video already. It's absolutely mopping up, and we're just fucking cruising. Okay, let's talk about how you can make some fucking serious money if you're one of the girls. I want to talk about, this is very, very important. The cross-promotion strategy. And I mentioned this in the video before, but essentially if you're a girl and you want to get your OnlyFans viewed extremely fast and you want to spend money on ads, you want to run ads target other women and say, let's promote each other, okay? Or I'll pay you to promote, okay? Or find a hook, want your OnlyFans promoted to over 1 million audience, DM me. Then as they DM you, build a list of these ladies, okay, and you just cross-promote them all. Or if you're the girl managing your own account, you can have them all promote you and then do the work afterwards to make sure that they promote each other. You'll get an immense amount of return on ad spend, and it's really just influencer marketing done in a different space. Make sure when you do that, okay, do not use their OnlyFans link as a swipe up. These girls, especially with Instagram stories, it monitors those links heavier than the rest, okay? That will work towards getting your account banned. Just have a semi-softcore, sexy picture of the girl with a sticker tapped to their profile and say, for more of their raunchy content, follow, and then put @ okay? Dudes will get driven over, and then they'll go from there to the OnlyFans and so on. How do I plan to make a shit ton more money than I'm doing already? The value I've brought in the course is amazing. I'm getting constant story messages, people mentioning me, people messaging me. I need to add a few more videos to the course, which I'll continue to add and improve. I also need to get it transferred over to the masterclass, which is taking a little bit of effort through Teachable, but that's all right. And then I'll increase the price to 1K. I'm really big about pricing, and this is why I tell girls to charge a premium, because there's way more room for profit, okay? And there's way more room to make it more rewardable. If you're working really hard, and like I said, yesterday I have all these ads running and stuff, and I'm only cashing in 300 profit, 400 profit, whatever it is, there's not margin to make the experience for all those people incredible. So I already made it incredible to begin with at that price. However, when I put it up to 1K, I'm going to add a shit ton more value to it. I'm not sure exactly what I'll add yet, but I'll definitely add a lot that brings it to well past 1K. So as I change the course price to 1,000, I'll run ads, and I imagine I should be able to get sales at around 300 per conversion. CPA around $300. And it's 1,000 profit AU because it goes from US, and then I pay the little bit of GST as well, and then of course all the other shit, the conversion rates. 997 US is about 1,300 AUD, but after every little cost, okay, including Teachable's fee and all that, it leaves me with about 1,000 profit, minus 300 in ads. I should make about 700 a pop, and I should easily be pulling in one a day there. 7 sevens, that's 4,900 a week just from the course alone, and then I can focus more on building out the girls. The reason I made the course initially so cheap was to test that it would provide extreme value, number one, and that people would go ahead, push forward, and get results. And I'm already seeing people crushing it with their OnlyFans, and then I'm getting the 5% referral fee as well. So, the most honest fucking pimp in the game. No one tells you these exact numbers, exactly what they're doing, okay? Everyone says, yeah, you can make money, go learn Facebook ads, go do this, go do that. Every single fucking day on the podcast, I show you exactly what I'm doing. I tell you the exact things, that the trials, the tests, the chops, the changes, whether it works, whether it doesn't work. It'll build to 7 figures, this over the space of a year profit. And then I'm content because I've ultimately killed off all my stress, okay? All my other businesses, yes, I can make that money already. Yes, I was making that sort of money, but more stressful. This industry, okay, even at that higher rate where I'm bringing in that sort of money, there is no increase to the amount of stress in my life. This is an incredibly fun industry, and it'll eventually branch out to the point where it's in the metaverse. I can digitize all the girls, basically run a fucking metaverse brothel, have digitized versions of my girls, charge 2 or 3K a pop for these dudes to come in and feel them with their haptic gloves. Okay, tech and the sex world are evolving incredibly fast, and that is the crossover and the bridge of where I'm going to make a lot of money. Eventually billions. Now, let's look at exactly, what do we got here? People have been asking, where am I heading next year first? The first stop off is Malaysia, okay? I have a bit of shit to get done there, then head into Phuket, Thailand, getting the full back tatted up as well as some business to get done, and training, of course. Then off to Dubai to set up the company. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit harder in Dubai because my company pushes sexual products, which are not allowed. However, I should be able to have some sort of workaround where I can focus and instead on not really doing that. It's more of a marketing company. And all I'm doing is, the revenue that comes from my business comes from my course, okay? It's a little bit of a loophole, but that's what I'm fucking here for, okay? we're here to play the game. Life is a game. You want to play it, you want to work it to your ability, make a shit ton of money, enjoy, bring value to others. Okay, everything else is just a fucking fugazi. Okay, it's a fugazi. It's a fugazi. It's not real. Okay. Oh yeah, this is really good. This is really, really good. If you're trying to get girls and you're doing OnlyFans management, I am actually going to set up this ad today myself. I have tested developed countries with ads, and I was getting around $2 to $3 a message, okay? Or $3 to $4, I think it actually ended up being after a few worse off days. Around $3 to $4 a message, and that would sign up girls. Pretty much 80% of them were ready to go, ready to sign up. Obviously, don't need that many girls on, but you want a constant list. Then I tested Russia. Okay, in Russia, the ads ended up eventually costing more. So it actually costed more to target these women. The Cs or the CPMs, not cost per million, but cost per message, was actually more expensive than developed countries. But the girls were a lot more willing to put out full nude content, obviously. They're a lot more willing to basically be subservient, okay? Do as they're told. It's just because of their culture. And they obviously make a lot more money because of the difference in price and their socioeconomics of where they live, okay? Being able to bring them $1,000 a week is a lot different than being able to bring a girl $1,000 a week in the US, generally. But today's ad, the one I'm setting up, and so I'm keen to actually show you how this performs, is because these two countries generally for Facebook ads are some of the cheapest countries to target, next to India and Pakistan. The next two are Brazil and Mexico. And Brazilian and Mexican women, Latina women, will mop up. There is a massive demand. It'll be incredibly cheap to run ads. The exact same thing as Russia, even more so, okay? Most of them live below the poverty line, so you'll be able to bring them significant wealth, significant amounts of money, okay? And they should be able to captivate large audiences. So that's the goal for today, is to start to run that as well. Like I said, I already have so many fucking applications, but you constantly want to be testing, tweaking, and building. You're an expert in your field. You need to treat yourself like one. If you want to be successful in an industry, it's constantly about evolving. You don't want a job, right, where you say, I'm going to work hard for 5 years, and then I can relax. If that is your goal, it's number one, it's never going to happen. And number two, when you get to finally relax, if you're lucky enough to get to that relaxed stage, you might sell out or whatever it is, you're going to find it fucking boring. And then you're going to think, what can I do? I should start a business in this industry because I have capital. And then you've basically missed out on enjoying that process for that time anyway. You would get the same result, but now you get to enjoy the process. With this industry, okay, it's not something that I'll ever leave. In some way, whether it's in the metaverse, whether it's here, whatever the future holds, this is the industry I'll continue to work in for the rest of my life. And it's weird because I thought that about the last industry. I thought this is something I really enjoy. But once I realized how fun this industry is, how little stress there is, being in the right boat, okay, it's just, who wouldn't want to do this? Sure, I might branch out, but I'll always have some roots back to this industry. So, you know, I might I might branch out into the gambling industry at some point as well. But this is just incredible fun. So we're going to run those ads for these girls. What else have we got on today's little list? I was listening to a lot of podcasts where a dude interviewed a shit ton of different high-end millionaires and basically compiled everything that they'd put into one video and found similarities and common patterns between these high net worth individuals. And the number one message that I basically said was to keep it simple, stupid. KISS, okay? Keep it simple, stupid. You've probably heard that before. But if that's a common theme between all of these motherfuckers, why do we overcomplicate stuff? And I looked and I was thinking like, yeah, I run TikTok ads, I run A/B split tests, I do this, this, and this, this, and this. Really what it comes down to is need to bring more value and more revenue. I just need to increase the ad spend. Really, that's all it is. Increase the price of the product, more value, and ad spend. And I can turn this into 20K a week very, very fast. Okay, and then I'm back to, you know, bringing in 7 figures a year, $1 million a year profit, but in an industry that I super enjoy, super streamlined, super easy, and it just brings more value, which is really probably the main reason. When I say more stress, I mean stress from internal stress and me feeling like I'm not bringing enough value. Where in this industry, I know I'm bringing value. Right. What do we got? We've got custom content from all the girls coming in, so check my Instagram. All the girls that work for me are sending me custom content, photo shoots. I'll be sending them out little panties and satin dresses. We already have some on the way, okay? And they're just going to be taking photos of that and then I have more custom content that will push more people to the course. It'll also attract the attention of more females, which will want to apply. They see the professionalism, obviously. If you are running your own OnlyFans management company, this is what you want to do. Get custom content from your girls. Build relationships with small amounts of your little task force army of women, okay? And then dominate with those women. It's super, super simple. Do not try and branch out and have 100 women working for you. You do not need that. What else have I got here? Yeah, so basically my goals for 2022 within the business sector, it's very simple. And this is why I know that I'll succeed. Because I already feel like, hey, I can just do this and get to 20K a week. But that's my goal for the end of the year. A lot of people I message and they're like, yeah, bro, I'm trying really hard. I need to earn 10K a week by next week. And I'm like, well, have you ever made 10,000 in a week? And they're like, no. And I'm like, well, why are you trying to aim for that to be your everyday fucking thing? Why are you trying to aim for that to be your every week thing? Yes, you should have goals. But this internal pressure, okay, a lot of people put so much pressure on themselves, can't handle it, burn out, and then chase the new shiny object. And this is why they never succeed. My goal is to reach out 20K by the end of next year. 20K a week consistently by the end of next year. I've given myself an entire year, and I'll do it well before that, but I've given myself till the end of next year. I have no stress, no internal stress. It's fun, and I'm just going to mop it up. I'm getting text. I dropped a coffee this morning. I never drop anything. And my housemate and me have had this this running joke back and forth. And I said, have you ever seen me drop anything? And he's like, no, I've never once seen you drop anything because I just do not drop shit. But today, when I went for a walk, it's fucking hot outside. Like I said, it's 38 degrees. I had a coffee. I had my brekkie takeaway. And I was talking on the phone to my dad. Dropped a coffee. Dropped the fucking coffee all over the footpath. Okay. So I had to text my mate immediately and make a story post for that as well. Now the 2022 goals for the business. Okay, I know I like to get a little bit fucking sidetracked, especially in the heat. It almost throws you off. I want to tell you it's this simple. These are the things that I aim to achieve. I'll get my Instagram, okay, verified. Why do I want my Instagram verified? The social proof makes selling a lot easier and it makes, hiring women even easier than it is now. It's not like I need it, but the social proof really helps and it will always help. So the goal is to get the Instagram verified. If you listen to my podcast with MK, I talked about how the majority of influencers in the space actually do this. You'll see people with followings. A lot of these people have fake followings and they're verified. Okay, and I figured out how to do it with a lot of asking around. It's actually very simple. So if you want to learn that, go watch the podcast with me and MK. It's like 2 podcasts ago. And I talk exactly about how you can do that. And I will do that with my Instagram. Obviously want the business turning over 20K a week profit. Traveling and awesome content. I'm going to buy another house. We're actually going to look at another house this Tuesday coming up. It was meant to be... I'm not sure if... I don't know. I'm going out with my parents anyway. We're both going in together. I'm outlaying the capital to buy the house. And they're obviously going to do the sweat work or they put in the sweat equity. My stepdad, he's highly skilled at all that shit. So we'll buy a place. He'll put in all the labor. I'll also film it for everyone as well, so it'll be enjoyable. And then we'll flip it and make quite a bit of money there. So that's another plan. Buy the house, do my first flip. I've never done a house flip, okay? Obviously the real estate stuff I enjoy, but I've never done a house flip before. So I'm pretty much paying... Even if it really just turns over and breaks even for me, I've paid to gain experience in that industry. So as you get capital and you have enough money to survive, okay, and you know how much money you spend each month and you don't need to buy stupid shit and you have a surplus of money coming in, once you have capital, you can start to pay for experience or pay to learn from mentors. I will pay people that are better than me significant amounts of money to go learn from them. And a lot of people are like, mentors, coaches, the guru industry. If you don't believe in that shit, you will stay where the fuck you are. Think about you finish your schooling to become a fucking plumber. Then you have to go and spend years as an apprentice working minimum wage, working cheaper for someone else to learn from them so you can start your own shit. If you didn't get to learn from them, you just had to go out and figure it out, it would be fucking hard. And if you say, I'd use YouTube, I'd use this, I'd use that. Yes, you can. You 100% can. But it's going to be harder than someone genuinely there who's done it before helping you. It's not going to be as streamlined, I can guarantee you. And then obviously the better the mentor, okay, the better the teacher, the easier it's going to be. If you're hanging around a billionaire, they're going to think extremely different compared to, you're hanging around a fucking millionaire. So, pay for fucking mentoring. That's what I'm trying to say, okay? It's definitely worth it. Obviously, screen and make sure that you're getting the correct people to do it with, but I pay for mentoring myself, and I'm trying to look for more people to pay. I've been power messaging people on Instagram. There are kids that are younger than me that are like 22 that are crushing it. I bought a shout out from their page, which it hasn't been posted yet, but I bought the shout out from their page. I'll tell you the page after it's all done. And I did that just so that I could start the relationship with this guy, and I messaged out and said, hey, I bought a shout out from your page. Do you offer mentoring? Do you offer, what can I pay you to do even 1 hour? Because he has an incredible Instagram following. He has some massive pages. They're good engagement. They're genuinely followed, and he seems to be absolutely killing it. So I'm happy to pay for that sort of stuff. People have skills you don't have. Fucking pay for it. Now, the next thing is, I want to build an SMS database of thirsty dudes to 100,000 over the space of a year. So I've already spoke about how to do that. You run opt-ins certain different ways with girls almost blurred out, showing just little bits, okay? And then I want to build up a database there that I can transfer into anything. Because if you have girls come and chop and change or whatever it is, you can take your SMS database and then you can just send it and push them all to the new girl. Say you all transition to the metaverse or you want to sell an NFT collection of super hot women, okay? Again, you can sell to that database. You want to own the database. Piece of fucking fluff. Also build this YouTube channel to 100K. Everyone knows that'll happen. Push out a podcast every day. It's guaranteed to happen, especially with the ads. You know it's going to happen. If you're tuning in watching these now, I'm at 2.35K. At the start of this year, I was at 0. I had none. I didn't pursue this YouTube channel at all. It was a new thing. So in the space of the first year, I built to 2.35K. The year's not over yet. And then I guarantee you to hit 100K. Because what will happen is it'll get to 10K, and then 10K will jump to 20 real fast, 20 will jump, and it'll just keep booming like that. So the YouTube, and then, yeah, build up an email list as well. Today's been a little bit sloppier. It's because I dropped my fucking coffee, okay? So this whole thing is not sponsored by caffeine. This is sponsored by the Raw Mac, which made me realize I've become too dependent on caffeine, so maybe I need to do a little detox. But if you found today's podcast helpful, if you found some insight from it, oh, look at that. Look at that seedy beard coming in nice. Yeah, I've been working on this bad boy for fucking 20 plus years. Look at that. Fuck. That's a shit beard, but looks good on me. Anything looks good on me. So 100%. I'll see you all in the next one. Make sure you hit subscribe. Leave a comment about anything you want to see. If you bought the course, okay. It's only $99 at the moment, by the way. If you haven't, go buy that fucking shit, because I am putting it up to a K. That's not a marketing gimmick. I actually told you in this video exactly why I'm putting it up to a K. So if you haven't got in yet, go get it. But if you're already in the course and you want to see anything else added, leave a comment down below. And I'll see you all in the next video tomorrow. So, fucking do svidaniya. Have a wonderful day.